Alright, we are good to go. Hello. Today I want to talk about plantar fasciitis. So I had a patient, she had normal looking feet, normal arches, and she was coming in here for plantar fasciitis. She's been dealing with foot pain on and off for the past couple of years. She had bilateral foot pain. It was frustrating, especially when it impedes her from doing the things she loves to do. She's an active housewife, she's always got something going on, she doesn't like to sit still. Had normal arches, yet she still had pain. Why is that? Shouldn't normal arches be good natural support for our bodies? And to her understanding, that didn't really make sense. That's why she was frustrated. Normal arches good, flat feet bad. Flat feet equal pain. Normal arches good, but yet she had pain. She told me that she had been going to a podiatrist for the past couple of years and she's been seeing him. He has been taping her feet. In fact, she was being taped every week for a whole year, over and over again. Weekly ritual just to get her feet taped. Talk about dependency. I told her that it's not a long-term solution and she agreed with me. She tried on many types of shoes, different sneakers, different inserts, orthotics, but nothing really fixed her. There wasn't a fix, you see. There wasn't something that was like, boom, no more feet pain. She was looking for that fix. She was proud of being a good patient. She listened to her podiatrist. She followed all the recommendations. She still had symptoms. In my opinion, she was failed by the medical system. She had only had temporary symptom resolution. Like putting tape on feet is like Band-Aid. You know, it's the medical system that taught her to believe that you needed to be fixed. By doing massage, by doing taping, by doing ultrasound, that you can be fixed. Your problem will just go away and you wouldn't have to worry about it. And this has led her to becoming fully dependent. She was going to the podiatrist for one whole year, every single week to get her feet regularly taped. Clearly, there is a reason why she went back. I told her that's really good because she's being proactive, and patient compliance is oftentimes something PTs have to deal with, especially when it comes to home exercise programs and making sure patients are really on top of whatever they're doing at home. I soon realized that nobody told her about the importance of load management. One of my first CIs and mentors always talked about the 99 and 1% rule. No matter how much you're seeking out care, tops, you are spending less than 2 hours going to like a medical provider in a week versus how many hours do you have in a week. Something you do in that 1 or 2 hours per week max with a medical provider, whether it be PT, massage therapist, podiatrist, nothing you do there is gonna really make a huge impact on the 99% of time that you're spending outside, just living your life, doing whatever it may be. Without truly addressing load management, no matter how much taping, how many pairs of sneakers you get, it's gonna be hard. When the plantar fascia, when the bottom of your feet, when it's sensitive, when it's irritated, you really can't reverse the process unless you first have to try your best, whatever it may be, to decrease the loading of it. Just taping it and just brute forcing it through and just go on walks, go shopping, and go see your grandkids and everything, doing your activities. You pretending that it's fixed is not really gonna do anything. You know, we're not magicians. There's no quick fix. As much as we want to believe that there's a quick fix to everything, it just doesn't work like that. You can put on tape temporarily and make yourself feel better, your arch is more supported. You're not addressing the root of the problem. But that's what all the medical providers didn't tell her, or maybe they told her but didn't stress it enough. The 99% of time in your week is spent outside of seeing a healthcare provider. So if you look at this article that goes over the treatment recommendations for treating plantar fasciitis, you can see that patients should limit activity by level of tolerance and modify footwear. So you can see that it's not only important to modify footwear, but it's also important to modify activity levels. In fact, there's evidence that over-the-counter shoe inserts work just as well as custom orthotics. When it comes to education, I think it's really important to go about it in like a strategic way. If you just get really emotional and start saying orthotics don't work, taping doesn't work, stop seeing him, he's making you very dependent, she's probably not going to take that very well. Instead, I try to encourage her. I try to say that, you know, all those things are great and clearly all those things have been helping you. And it's great that you're seeking out help proactively and that's what brought you here today. But on top of all the things that you've tried so far, I think the biggest thing now is addressing load management. What you're doing in that 99% outside of the medical system, outside of seeing healthcare professionals. I encouraged her further. I said, it's great that you're not letting all those things stop you from doing the things that you enjoy doing. You're still going to all the different outdoor activities that you enjoy. Still been playing with your grandson. You're still doing all the housework activities that you're doing. So it's great that you're maintaining your level of function despite your symptoms. However, we really need to address the loading management. I know you like to do a lot of things, and I know there are a lot of activities that you enjoy, and sometimes we really have to scale that back just temporarily for new adaptations and for sensitivity to come down. Hold off on certain activities for a bit and let the tissues cool off, making sure that for a couple days you're not getting any flare-ups, and then we can start strengthening and building you back up to your previous level of function. And then we can slowly start introducing more activities, and then finally getting you back to all the things that you enjoy doing. And while we're on the topic of progressive loading and strengthening, this article actually showed that there's a significant improvement in patient-reported outcomes at the 3-month mark after implementing a strengthening program for the plantar fascia with calf raises. But they found no statistical differences in the long run. They go on saying that that could be because people stopped doing their exercises after starting to feel better. In my opinion, I think this type of education is more important than quick fixes that she tried previously. I taught her techniques so that she can self-monitor her symptoms, so she can gauge how much activity she can tolerate, how much walking during the day and how much activity during the day without causing an increase in symptoms. There are 3 key time points when she should be looking out for any increase in symptoms. So that's during the activity, whether it be walking, going up and down stairs or whatever, immediately after the activity, so after like a long walk with her husband outside or a long day with her grandson, immediately after the activity you feel an increase in symptoms, that can also be an indicator that you've done a little bit too much. Or the first step out of bed the next morning, that could also be a time when she feels an increase in symptoms. And once she's able to really see a correlation between an increase in activity and an increase in flare-ups, then she can really be able to be more independent. Don't let this stop you from doing the things that you absolutely love doing. One time she brought up that she was attending a wedding. She was scared that would flare her symptoms up. I was like, you know what, just go have fun. Don't let your feet stop you from really enjoying the things that you want to do. She wanted to dance. I was like, you know, just wear some comfortable shoes the best you can and go dance. Yeah, just don't go overboard. And even if you do, that's okay, because we can scale back the next couple of days and we can recuperate from that. I also told her the importance of progressive loading and the importance of a home exercise program so that she can slowly build up more capacity and more tolerance to activity. So it's really through education and promoting independence that's what's really going to get our patients better. We want to build them up so that they're able to handle an occasional flare-up. You know, if you're flared up, you can ice your feet at the end of the day to cool off a little bit on the activities. But when you're feeling good, continue with your strengthening program and continue to build it up, and you're strategically introducing load to your feet, and that's really going to increase the tolerance of your tissues up. I think in physical therapy is really important to promote independence instead of dependence. Taping is great because oftentimes it can provide immediate relief, but when a patient is coming back every week for taping, they're coming in every single week just so they can get taped, you know, that's when it's important to start thinking about what else is missing here. So what do you think? Do you think flat feet equals pain down the line? You know, let me know. And again, if you like this type of content, subscribe, and there's more to come.